Hello and welcome to the Master's Table. We are cooking up some good food today. You can see I'm cooking bacon. Again. We're always cooking bacon.
We love bacon.
We love bacon, yeah. We got a great dish for you today. We've got homemade potato soup.
Yep.
Easy, filling, one of those things you can put in the refrigerator and eat 2 or 3 days later. So, Frankie, won't you tell them what's in it?
Yeah, and it's like I said, this is a comfort food. We was talking about, we've got some requests for some comfort food. We've done a southern style cabbage, and now we're doing a potato soup. This is a good hearty, good feeling. This, Granny would say, this will stick to your bones when you eat it.
It'll stick to your bones, all right.
It'll stick everywhere else, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that butter. Potato soup makes everything bigger.
Yeah.
But this is good. Like I said, we got some onions, we got some chicken broth, some milk, some heavy cream, a little bit of flour to make a little bit of a base. This will come together real quick, but it's really good. And there's a certain place that you can go, a bread restaurant. I ain't gonna call the name of it, but it's something bread that you can go get a potato soup. I guarantee you can make this just as good at home. So y'all just stay with us, and we'll be right back.
Yep.
And we're gonna put this together right here on the Master's Table.
Don't go anywhere. All right, welcome back, welcome back.
Go ahead and throw that out, Miss Cleveland. We're gonna go ahead and get this bacon out. This bacon is done enough. I like some of it real done, and I like some of it. Me, I like it a little bit chewy. I like it some of it
crispy,
soft, but we're gonna use some of it for we'll drop some of it in our soup just for a little bit of extra flavor. But we're gonna cut some of it up and break it up, and we'll have it to drop on the top with a little bit of extra cheese. Cause cheese makes everything a little bit better, right?
Cheesier.
So here I'm gonna set this to the side and get this out of the way. Now, we're gonna save a little bit of that goodness right there for this pot. We're gonna start right here with this, Miss Cleveland. We're gonna change this pot out. We're gonna turn that up a little bit and let it heat up. And I'm gonna put enough of this in there so we can dump some of those onions. Just a little bit of that bacon grease. Y'all know that bacon grease, that's a whole lot of goodness. So I'm gonna set it over here. The rest of that, I'll save that. If you cook much at home, you wanna save this. You wanna save that. That's like liquid gold, that bacon grease is. And what I'm gonna do is drop just I know the food police are gonna get on to me. They're gonna talk about all the grease and all the arteries stopping up, but we ain't here for a long time. We're here for a good time today. So we're gonna drop just a little bit of butter in there, just for good measure. And
hey, like I said, eat everything in moderation.
That's right.
And enjoy your food.
That's right. That's right. That was a good tip a few shows back when you said that. Enjoy your food, because we really do enjoy. I enjoy cooking.
Well,
but I love to eat.
So many people are so worried about not eating this or not eating that, or just feeling so down and depressed because they can't enjoy their food because they got to eat healthy all the time. And that's great if that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
But you know what? There's a lot of people that don't have an appetite to eat because they're sick. And if you have an appetite to eat, thank God and enjoy your food and eat.
That's exactly right.
I might kill over tomorrow with a heart attack for saying that. But if I did, I ate my food tonight. So.
Everybody loves food, but everybody don't have an appetite,
That's right. That's right.
God gave us an appetite so we can enjoy what we eat. So is that right there is heating up. We're going to go ahead and drop some of these. I saved these red onions. We're going to use some of these red.
There's nothing better than onions cooking.
We're going to drop some of these.
Cooked onions.
And it calls for probably a medium size. We're going to put about that much. That'll be a good start right there. I like the red onions, the white. I like them all. That's my problem.
Onions are good for you too.
They probably ain't too good for you and all that bacon grease and butter, but it's okay. It's okay. We're gonna go with it, Miss Cleveland. And like I told y'all, these are very simple ingredients. This onion. You probably got some onions and chicken stock and milk. It calls for heavy cream. If you don't have no heavy cream, you can just put all milk. Just use what you got. This is one of those you can put together. Then again, like I say, the last few things we've done have really been on a budget. Hadn't been real expensive dishes, stuff that you could use that you already have at home, and it'll come together in a real hurry. So now that you got that going pretty good like that, Miss Cleveland, I think we're gonna, yeah, that's enough. I'm gonna go ahead and drop this garlic. I was just looking to see. I don't want them to get too done. Bring your heat back about 3/4 of the way, about somewhere right along there. We're gonna go ahead and add our garlic. The full ingredient list will be on the screen. And if you want this recipe, if you can't jot it down quick enough, just reach out to me at frankie393@gmail.com. I'll email it to you. I'll send it to you, however you want it. But we will get it to you.
And I bet Donna Gordon, I bet you watching.
Yep.
So you let me know. I know you'll make this. So let me know how yours turned out.
All right, I'm putting, some of those were small, so I'm gonna put one more clove of garlic, and we're just gonna keep stirring that. That'll get real fragrant real fast. That stuff smells good when it's cooking. So I'm gonna lay that to the side. That's all. I'll give you just a good, about another 30 seconds or so, and then we're gonna drop some. And you may need, I don't know, you may can keep up with that spoon. I may need to get you one of these bigger spoons.
I'll be all right.
We're gonna dump that fly one. You're gonna have to keep it moving.
I'll keep it moving.
Okay, all right, we're gonna see. I'm gonna try you out, Miss Cleveland. She said she's gonna be all right. I'm gonna find out.
I got another spoon over here if I need it.
Okay.
You do what you do over there, and I'm gonna do what I do over here. How about that?
We're gonna start with about a quarter. This is a half a cup of flour. We're gonna put about a quarter of it in there. Just keep it moving, Miss Cleveland. Just keep that moving. This is just y'all, you know that when we make this gumbo and make these stews and stuff, we got to start with a roux. So here we go. We're making a roux for our potato, a base. We're making a roux for the potatoes.
I didn't even know what a roux was until not long ago.
A roux.
A roux.
This is a roux.
The only roux I know was Rue McClanahan.
Oh. See, I don't even know that roux. So.
Girls.
I don't even remember that roux.
This onion, though, you know, I just thought about something. I don't know if this is true or not. If somebody out there, this is an old wives' tale, to take an onion and to cut it in half and sit it on the, if you're sick, sit it on the table beside you.
I've heard that.
And let it sit there, and it supposedly it draws the sickness out of you and into the onion. I do not know. I'd like to know.
I've heard of some of those old wise tales like that.
If anybody out there's ever done that and you know it to be true, let me know. I love stuff like that.
Yep, just keep it moving. Cause it'll stick real quick. That's the only thing I was telling you a while ago. You got to move. That's all in the wrist when you're doing this, and we're doing it at a high heat. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and start coming here. So this is 4 cups of chicken broth. I'm gonna put about 3, and then I may add that other cup after we put our milk and our cream in there and see where we're at. Hey, that's a big pot. It can hold it. Just go ahead and cut that back up on that power bowl, and just keep on stirring, Miss Cleveland. We'll slide you right in the middle right there. It'll come back up. And let me see if I got a spoon right here. Let me grab me a spoon. I'm gonna get you some of this chicken base. And I like the chicken base. I know I got another spoon right here somewhere. Tell you what I'll do. If I got these are in here, this will work right here. Oh, that's a fork. That's a spoon. There's a spoon. Here's a spoon. We're gonna put some of this chicken base in there. We're gonna let that. Is that heating back up? Yeah, it's starting to heat up. Just let it set just a second now and let it heat up. We're gonna put the chicken base. We done put we got our garlic and our onion in there. And when that comes up, we're gonna put this in there and melt this chicken base in there, and then we're gonna start with our cream and get ready to add our potatoes. Now, I used russet potatoes today. You can use the Yukon Gold, you can use the yellow potatoes, you can use the red potatoes. I just like the russets. They're my favorite, but any potatoes, whatever you like, will be good in this recipe. So there's no wrong potatoes. So I don't know if I said yellow potatoes on the recipe or not, but if I did,
I mean, you can use them.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, I want to say there's no wrong, but I'm just telling you what I used today. And what we done, we went ahead and cut those up and boiled those ahead of time, just to get it a little bit ahead of the game today. But you can, when you start right here, when you get to this point, if your potatoes wasn't cooked, you could go ahead and drop them right now and let that begin to boil and let your potatoes cook. But it's just, if you boil them ahead of time, it just makes it a little bit quicker. So we're gonna go ahead and add this chicken base, and we're gonna put instead of a tablespoon, this is a plastic teaspoon, so we're gonna put about that much. We're gonna call that a tablespoon. I don't know if that's a tablespoon or a big spoon or what. I mean, I guess we could use that spoon. Now, I will say this: by using this chicken base, I won't season this a whole lot. I won't put any salt in it because that chicken base has got a lot of sodium in it. So we don't want to add any more salt right now. We will do that to taste, but we will put some of this all-purpose, our garlic, black pepper, and a little bit of paprika and the other seasoning. We're gonna go ahead and season it a little bit right there.
The seasoning is available to you if you would like it.
And it's good too. And it's like I said, it's just all-purpose. It's just your basic garlic and all that stuff. That way you don't have to keep those 5 or 6 bottles sitting out. And let's go ahead and put just a little bit more pepper. I like to see a little bit more black in there. Okay. We're gonna keep that moving right there, Miss Cleveland. So I'm gonna go ahead and let's see. I'm gonna use that jar here. This is 2 cups. This is 2 cups of whole milk. Like I said, we just want to let that heat on up. And then this is going to be a cup. Talk about old school. We're in a mason jar today. Look at there.
I like it. I'm old school.
I think it's got the marks on here. Yeah. That's a cup right there. Cup of heavy cream. We're going to put that in there. Just packs well. That's a little bit more milk if we need some. And we might put a little more. We may put a little more chicken broth. We'll see when we get our potatoes in there, but we're gonna let that go just a little bit. And I got this garlic and herb cheese. This is my secret ingredient for my potato soup. I'm letting the cat out of the bag today.
I'm gonna say it ain't a secret now.
Yeah, this has always been my secret, putting in there. It's something I like to put in there. This is just a garlic and herbs. You can pick it up in the most time it's in the deli section of most grocery stores. But get you a block of this garlic and herb cheese and put in your soups, and I can promise you, you'll thank me for it later. Now we're gonna get this bacon over here and start to get this ready in a minute. But we want that to come on up to a boil. And like I say, we got these potatoes that's we already pre-boiled these, so I'm gonna get ready to get these put in there. And I'm gonna say this too. This is another thing I want to say about the soup is if you like your potatoes a lot more firm, some people like in their potato soup, they like a lot of big hunks of potatoes, and some people like just a real creamy texture soup. So you could either mash some of these up and put them in there, or you could get you an immersion blender and blend some of this up. But we cook these down pretty good, so I think it'll be a well balance of chunks and
cream potatoes
and enough of it to be creamy. Because like I say, you want it creamy. This should be a creamy soup. You don't want it to be, like a hunks of like hard potatoes in it, I guess, per se. But if you like your potatoes like that, then again, there's no wrong way to do it.
I don't want that to splash.
I tell people all the time, use our recipe as a guide, but turn it into what you like and make it your own.
Okay.
That's the thing about these recipes. They're simple, but yet you can adjust it to your flavor and the way you like it, and it's just it's just gonna be some good stuff.
Kind of.
Use that on. I need to get you one of those wood spoons for that.
Potatoes.
So we're gonna let that continue to cook right there. We want to let that. Is that still up on high?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna get you some cheese. I got some cheese around here somewhere. I think it's in the bag right here behind me. I'm gonna grab you some of this because we're gonna get ready to add some cheese here and just say, here it is. I knew I put it somewhere. I didn't get it out. Getting real cheesy, Miss Cleveland. I went ahead and how many times I got to tell y'all? Shred your own cheese.
Great.
Grate it, shred it, whatever. I want one of those little. If y'all know where they at and know where I can get buy one, I've been looking. I ain't seen one in the big box store. One of those you put the block in and you turn it.
Like the old chicken?
No, that's a grind. I'm not talking about a grinder. They make a shredder. It's like a little tub thing, and you push the cheese down and it grates it up. I want one of those. I'm tired of doing this, but I do those blocks of cheese every time I cook because I love the way this tastes. So we're gonna get ready to add some cheese. Let me measure it out right here. Let me get it broke up right here.
My mother used to have one of those grinders. I remember her having it on the table and putting that chicken down in there and grinding that when she
making a chicken mold.
Chicken mold, yep.
Yeah, I remember.
Yep. Now that is old school.
And it was good too. I miss your mama making that.
Yeah.
We're gonna go ahead and get that filled up. We're gonna let it run over a little bit. It called for 16 ounces. We're gonna put that's gonna be a heavy 2 cups right here, Miss Cleveland. A heavy 2 cups.
Cheese is good.
Yeah. And while that's heating, is that starting? Yeah, it's starting to steam a little bit. Let it sit there and let it come on up to a boil. I'm gonna cut and break some of this, but I'm gonna use some of these pieces right here that's not as crispy to chop up, and we're gonna add in that, and then we're gonna drop this garlic and herb cheese and let
Now, I
that melt.
have seen people use bacon bits.
Yeah, you can use bacon
They're
bits.
not, if you're in a hurry, you know, maybe that,
But you know now,
not near as good as,
but you can buy those bags now of the real bacon.
yeah, they got lots of fat in it.
Tina said it's got fat and gristle in it. She don't like them as well, but you can buy
Better
it.
off to do that if you got time.
If you got time. If you don't, get you some bacon bits, or if you don't like bacon, don't put none in it.
Bacon, 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 bacon.
Bacon, bacon. Now you think there used to be a commercial? Bacon.
Yeah, bacon strips,
Yeah.
bacon strips.
All right, that's I don't know. That's probably, we're gonna say that's probably about 2, 3 big pieces of bacon, whole pieces. I had cut these in half, so I'll put that right there. We're just gonna let that continue to come on up. Like I say, we're gonna let that come to a boil. And we're gonna get ready to add our cheese here in a minute. We want to let it get hot so that cheese will melt. And once that cheese melts and it comes to a good boil, because the potatoes and all are already done, so we bite good, Miss Cleveland. And what I'll do while we're doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this bacon up, so we'll have a little garnish for the top. You can sprinkle you a little, save you some of your shredded cheese that you shredded ahead of time, and dump that on the top, and dump you a little bit of sprinkle of bacon on the top, and that's all. Boy, that's all you need. But this is good and crummy. It's crispy. Tina, you got this just right here. Mm-hmm. You knew what you was doing, didn't you? You said you can't cook.
I can't tell you everything.
I know it. You'd have to shoot me, wouldn't you, if you told me everything
He
you know.
tells me that all the time. He said, I can't tell you everything. I'd have to kill you.
I'd have to take you out if you knew everything, Tina. You know that. I'm just kidding. We laugh a lot, don't we?
Yep.
Many, many years of laughter. That's key. That's been key in our relationship.
After God.
31 years, that's right, yeah. God put us so we can laugh at each other, I guess. We laugh at each other more than we do anything else. It's all right. It's been good.
I would laugh at you more.
Huh? Easy now, Tina, I'm trying to be nice. We do have a lot of fun. Probably have too much fun. All right, Miss Cleveland, is it starting? Is it heating on up?
It's
okay.
boiling.
Just keep it. I don't want it to stick. Keep it moving on the bottom.
Well, that's why I was stirring. And you said, let
Tina.
it sit there.
Get that flour out you got on you a while ago. Okay. So now that I'm gonna kind of. I don't want to. Huh? It's probably a piece of that bacon, or it might be some part of that garlic. I'm just gonna kind of sprinkle this in as you keep stirring. Let this melt in here. This, like I said, this is 2 cups, and you can add. You know, this is gonna give it that color, and this is gonna give it a little bit of help thicken it on up. But you can mash up and crush some more of those potatoes up too, also, if you want it to be a little bit thicker. But we're gonna see where this puts us in. Like I said, we can always add more. We can always add more cheese if we think we need cheese. Think it needs a little bit more, Miss Cleveland?
Probably.
I think it does too. That's, like I said, it's a big pot.
But I mean, you can always, you know, have the cheese sitting to the side. And
yeah, some
people
add
may
some
like
cheese
it,
on
and
the
some
top.
people may not.
Let me
You know,
sprinkle.
I mean,
I'm gonna put you
doing what I
about
do, just stir.
I'm gonna put you another couple of handfuls in there. Pot stir. Do what you do.
I'm just
stir.
thinking.
It makes it all work. Okay, that's probably gonna be enough. Is it starting to thicken a little bit now? Mm-hmm. And like I say, you could, let's see, yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to look and see how many, yeah, that's
You want to count the potatoes?
No, I was just trying to see, you know, what was,
I
you know.
won't stir.
No, but I'm trying to, I don't want it to stick on the bottom.
Well, that's what I've been trying to tell you.
Huh? You've been
That's
trying
why
to tell
I've
me?
been stirring.
Tina, you got to scrape the bottom though.
Give me that. Go, yeah, I told you, stay on that side.
Burn up my soup. All right, we're gonna add this garlic and herb cheese. Garlic and herb.
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 Garlic and herb.
Garlic and herb. Now you will have to break this up when it gets in there. You'll get it though. As much as you like moving that spoon, you ain't gonna have no problem at all with that. Lord have mercy, y'all pray for me. Yeah, it'll take it a minute, but once it heats up, it will. It'll continue to. It'll melt. It'll continue to break down. And I think, like I said, I think we got enough bacon in there And the only other thing I want to cut up while you're doing that is I would cut up I want to cut up just a couple of those green onions. I got some green onions.
A good side with this would be a good salad, garlic bread, or you really don't need anything with it.
Yeah, just some bread. I mean, if you got some garlic bread or just some regular old crackers, Miss Cleveland, just some regular old soda crackers would be good with that too. So what we're gonna do, let me grab this cutting board here so the food police don't get on to me. I got a clean cutting board. Let's see, what I do, I got them right here too. Some green onions in here somewhere.
All right, do I need to cut this down?
Cut it down, you say?
Yeah.
Well, is that melted?
Pretty much. I just don't want it to.
Yeah, you can cut it down on about medium. Just keep stirring, but just make sure you rub that flat part on the bottom of that, because we don't want that to stick on the bottom. It'll stick. These are just regular little green onions. We'll chop some of these. What you think, Miss Cleveland?
It looks good.
It does look good. It looks like potato soup, don't it?
This must this kind of stuff makes me think about Mama so much. My mother used to just take an onion like that and just eat it with a piece of loaf bread. Just a plain old onion.
She sure would. My mama will. My mama will take a raw onion. Me and Miss Christina was talking a while ago about onions, and I don't care for raw onions. I mean, I can eat them, but I don't care. But I love them cooked. But my mama would take a onion and bite it like an apple, and I can't do that.
That's a little much.
No, I don't like it that way. Get a bowl, put those in. This will give us a little bit of a garnish to go with that on top. Some people might want a couple of green onions to go along with that, maybe. If not, we won't put them in there. Even got some sour cream. Remember last time I was trying to get the sour cream, I was over here trying to squirt, and it still had a tab in it. If it would have come out, it would have covered up everybody. That's okay. We got it ready.
Something like I would do.
We got the toppings to go with it, Miss Cleveland.
Yep. And now how easy was this?
This was simple. Y'all see how quick this come together? This is simple. This is very easy. Cook your potatoes. Just dump and go. I mean, it's just, there it is.
And you can put this in the crock pot first thing in the morning and put it on simmer all day.
Yep. You could,
Don't even, just let your potatoes cook. So we got to go to a break.
We're going to go to a break. We're going to let Miss Tina taste this in just a minute. Y'all don't go nowhere. Come back and join us on the master's table.
All right, welcome back. We've got a big pot of potato soup here that looks delicious. I can't wait to try it.
Let's eat it.
But first of all, let me give you your tip of the day. I don't like to, I did fry bacon today, but I don't like it because it pops out on me. I don't like that. So take a little flour, sprinkle on your bacon, and it will keep it from splattering.
Thicken it up a little bit, I guess.
Thicken it up a little bit.
So you said you didn't know how to make a roux. You're making a roux in your bacon.
Well, yeah, whatever.
That's a great tip. It really is.
Anyway, so we've got this great potato soup garnished with bacon bits and onions. Yep. And we've got some sour cream. You could put a salad with this, or you could put garlic bread with it, or you don't have to have anything at all.
Like I said a while ago, you just get you a box of regular old saltine crackers, or some little butter like Ritz or pieces or whatever. You could get any kind of crackers, anything go good with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, some good garlic bread would be good
Yeah.
with this. You didn't cook no garlic bread for me.
Yeah, I just didn't have time.
Miss Cleveland, Lord have mercy.
So if you try this and you like it, you do something different, give us a shout out and let us know what you did. And we're gonna go.
Yeah, Tina said it a time or two before. If you try these recipes, reach out to me and let me know. Let me know how it come out, if you liked it, if you didn't like it, what you would do different, what I ought to do different. I love to hear what people, because they'll really tell you. Social media, you'll find out all about your cooking on there.
Don't ask if you don't want to know.
That's right. But it's okay.
It's been good to be with y'all today. I hope you'll join us next week for another good dish.
Yep.
And
it's
until
gonna be
then,
something good and something, and we're gonna try to keep it on a budget.
Yep. But until then, we are the Master's Table, Frankie and Tina Cleveland. Reach out to us at frankie393
at gmail.com.
If you want seasonings, if we've got some stuff coming up you'll be able to get. But until then, God bless you. We love you, and join us next week.